So the year is 2023 and you want to get into the field of design. I hope you like Choose Your Own Adventure books because that is exactly what it's like getting into design in 2023. It's a choose your own adventure. My name's Victoria, I'm a designer and I currently work within the field at a marketing agency. There is a lot to cover if you actually want to break into the industry, so without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get into it. The first thing you need to do if you think you want to be a designer and get into the creative field is to go ahead and explore, research, explore fields, explore topics, explore niches. Find all the things. The world of design is a lot wider and vaster than it ever used to be. There are a lot of gray areas between pure graphic design, UX UI design, 3D art, animation, motion design, and so much more. There are a lot of fields and industries that need good design in a variety of formats and mediums and ways to convey information. If you think something is really cool, don't shy away from it just because it's not traditional graphic design. I would also like to point out that within the field of design that there are a lot of other job titles and open positions that require design thinking and design skills, but are not necessarily traditional graphic design that might pay you a lot more money. If that makes a difference to you, you might want to consider that as well and be researching kind of what your average pay could really look like. Once you've done a little bit of exploring, and you'll probably do exploring your whole design career, but the next thing to do is to actually do the learning of all the things. This is learning all the skills, software, knowledge, know-how, vocabulary, whatever you need to have in order to break into the field. This is the practicum. So in 2023, there are basically 3 ways you can go about learning design. The first option you have is going to art school. This is very traditional and the very self-explanatory method. A lot of people think of this when thinking about going into the arts. Your next option is a little bit more non-conformatory, which is to go ahead and teach yourself. This is the DIY method. And because it's so cheap and accessible, this kind of method is becoming more and more popular. The last option you have is kind of a hybrid model, which is combining some sort of more traditional learning path with the DIY method. I honestly recommend the hybrid method for anyone because if you've seen my What They Didn't Teach Me in Art School video, you will know that there is a lot they didn't teach me. I will always recommend the hybrid route because so many traditional art schools are not even offering cutting edge courses and technology as to what people actually need and need to know within the field and industry that are in demand nowadays. I really recommend going the hybrid route with your learning and taking control when you can. So no matter where you go or how you decide to learn, you're going to want to learn these things. The basic design fundamentals. These are things like hierarchy, color, balance, repetition, etc. Typography basics and ideally advanced typography. So understanding what all sorts of type is, means, fonts, typefaces, knowing the difference, learning the relevant programs. This essentially means the entire creative suite. Next is to properly learn how to give, receive, and understand design feedback. Learn how to effectively present works in a way that makes sense and is clear and concise. And last but not least is have a good understanding of freelancing and business basics. Even if you don't want to become a freelancer or go into freelancing, having a good understanding of business basics will help you understand your employers better and potentially help you interact with other freelancers that your company may hire on at points. Knowing all of this, the next thing you're going to do is create, and create. While you're learning and as you're learning, this is the time to make things. Make as many pieces as you can and get into the habit and practice of creating regularly. This is the time to cultivate your creativity and build your creative muscles while also creating a compository of all your work that shows off your learnings and your skills that you're building. You're not going to get good at art or design simply by watching YouTube videos and seeing them make their own things. You actually have to do it yourself. You gotta put in the work to get the work you want. And since you're learning and just trying to build your portfolio, the best thing you can do is just make a whole bunch of stuff. Give yourself a variety of things to try out, from packaging design, brand identity, social media campaigns, email designs, motion designs, whatever suits your fancy. Just give everything a little bit of a shot. Maybe some web design, UX design, app design, all that sort of stuff in there. If you have the opportunity to get critiqued and get feedback on your work, do it. This is one of the best and quickest ways to improve your work. Having an expert eye come in and tell you what you're missing or where you can improve helps you improve your work, improve your eye, and overall learn quickly. The next thing is to network. Meet creative people. This is not an option. This is a requirement. Networks and relationships with people matter. Go out, network, make friends, and meet creative people who are already within the creative field. If you live in a more rural area and that's not always the best option or most accessible option, there are tons of digital communities where you can go and meet other creatives and network with other creatives. I highly suggest joining the Adobe Creative Careers Discord. Don't be afraid to utilize social media as well. Compliment people, give feedback, and participate within the community. These people will be your biggest allies, your greatest friends, and amazing mentors. The next thing we gotta do is showcase your work. At this point, your repository of great things you've made has probably grown, and you probably have even amazing things within that little bundle of work. Now's the time to compile your best of the best works and showcase them to the world. This is generally where people get a little bit scared and hesitant because sharing your work can be quite vulnerable for some people. The thing about sharing work is, though, that done is better than perfect. Having it out there, even if it's not fully polished or as perfect as you think you could make it, is better than squabbling in the realms of just non-existence. You have to give people the chance to know you, know your work. And listen, if it helps you feel any better, your first portfolio is probably not going to be the best portfolio you ever make. Actually, I pretty much can guarantee it's not going to be the best portfolio you will ever make. And nobody is expecting that from you with your first portfolio. The point is that you're showcasing your work and you're showcasing the best of what you can do at that time. If you let go of this idea of perfection, the sooner you can go ahead and share your work, reinvent your work, and re-showcase your work and just get better and better. A few tips for showcasing your work. Organize it, keep it simple, keep it clean. I recommend having a website, having a work page, an about you page, and a contact page. Don't worry about making every single page super fancy and super customized or anything like that. You do not have to have an award-winning Webflow web page to be breaking into the field. Last but not least, don't be afraid to showcase a little bit of your personality. People are hiring you for you, not just the work, and they want to be able to work with a real life human, not just a piece of corporate paper. This is where we get into the earning money part. That's probably why you're getting into the whole field to begin with, so you can earn some money while designing and being creative. Now, for earning money, you got a couple of options within the field of design as well. Choose your own adventure is for real. Option A, you can get a job. Option B, you can go freelance. Option C, you could do both. Within the design field, you're going to have a couple of different options as to what kind of salary design positions are even out there. And they generally fall in the realms of working at some sort of marketing agency, working at some sort of creative art or design studio, working in-house for some sort of corporate organization, or working for a government agency. How you work, the typical culture, and what benefits are generally offered are going to range a bit more here in this area. The overarching highlights here, though, are to have a good resume, have a good portfolio, have a good cover letter. Keep in mind the nuances of where you're applying for in terms of what type of job positions you're going for. I've only personally done a couple freelance projects in my career so far, so I personally can't speak to it very well, but I will go ahead and link several videos down below about people who are far more experienced within the realms of freelancing and have you listen to their takes on it. For doing both, all I can say is it requires a lot of balancing and juggling. That's kind of the position I am in. Having a salaried position can be great because you can know what to expect day in and day out with your job, while having a freelance can have the ability to kind of supplement your income or work on more projects that you are more passionate about or more fulfilled by creatively or otherwise. Last step in this adventure, no matter where you decided to go, learning-wise, niche-wise, or what type of way you want to earn your money in, is the last step is to go ahead and showcase your best work again. Once you get into the field, once you are in the industry and you've actually broken into it, freelance, just learning wise, or you've actually gotten a position, you are going to want to showcase your best work again. Yes, I said it before. Get used to showcasing your work in your portfolio because you gotta do it over and over again. And if you stick to all that, especially the last bit about learning, creating, and meeting new people, I am confident things will work out for you. And that, my friends, concludes our adventure as to how to become a graphic designer in 2023. Thank you for watching this video. Please, please, please like, subscribe, and comment down below because it really truly does help me out a whole bunch. And if you have further insights or tips or knowledge, please comment down below. I don't know everything. I will never know everything. So the more people that know more things that comment down below, the better it is for everyone and we can all keep learning. Once again, my name is Victoria. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to follow me on socials. They will be also linked down below. And otherwise, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and have a wonderful, amazing day. Keep making things. Bye guys.